Hey, what's up everybody? I am Anaris. It is Friday. Today we're going to watch a use map settings game, see what it is all about. This one is called Star Shooter Defense. It's a third-person shooter. It's actually really cool. I've been playing it a lot so far in the past couple days. Today especially. I think I've played it like 7 or 8 times. Craziness, I know. But you can see third-person shooter. There are the controls on the screen. Your abilities are down in the bottom of the UI, which we will see in just a moment. This is really cool, actually. I like how when you get into the game, you're able to pick what type of enemy you fight against, whether it's the Terran, the Protoss, or the Zerg. Really nice to have those options. I know ultimately it really doesn't have that big of an impact. I mean, it's still the same game, but still, I like the diversity thrown into that. Alright, so pretty much each class has a unique ability or two. Alright, defend against the... Let's defend against the Zerg. Alright, we've got Ghost, and Marine, Firebat, Marauder, and Reaper. Of course, you can pause the video if you wish to read any of these abilities. However, I don't know what that guy's talking about. I think there's some sort of commands. Let's check out the Marauder. He looks pretty cool. Alright, and now we are in. Here we go. God, I don't know why that guy is talking. Blizzard does not suck. Blizzard is awesome. Alright, so this is the setup. You can see that the objective is to protect this command center right here. And you've got these tanks, you've got these Marines, and you've got all kinds of stuff. So I guess one of my partners has chosen the Reaper class. And down at the bottom you can see that I've got Shift as my sprint, F as my grenade, E is some sort of AoE explosion, and whoa, somebody just called a nuke down. Alright, so I'm going to turn on my sounds now so you guys can listen to this here as I start shooting the Zerglings that are coming our way.
Reloading.
And, whoa, I guess you're reloading.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of extra noise in
Yes,
this
sir.
particular map I've found. Every time you reload, it says, you know, reloading. It's kind of
Yes,
annoying
sir.
after a while. But, what is this guy doing? Oh, he's calling down a bunch of units down there. Oh, okay, cool. I gotcha. Alright, so anyways, you can see it's basically a third-person shooter. You have to guard against the Zerg. And I'm going to move up here, and we'll check it out. Alright, so there's a Zerg. And so far, I've found you kind of have to aim a little bit ahead if you want to hit the target, just because of the delay in the game. I think that's what Blizzard built in, and always kind of irked me a little bit that it's my understanding you can't change that. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. I haven't really had a chance to load up the map editor lately. Alright, so next wave is coming, and
Yes, sir.
not sure where it is. I'm actually just going to take this time to show you the buy menu. Okay, so if you press the letter B, brings up a menu. Come on, there we go. Alright, so you can mouse over the items, and you can see how much they cost. And it's actually really cool. So let's pick some Marines.
Yes,
Alright,
sir.
the menu disappears automatically, and the Marines deploy wherever you are standing. So really cool stuff there. And I think our Ghost is a little nuke happy. That's cool, though. Yeah, anyways, with the shooting lag, I've noticed it's not really that important if... I'm going to turn that off. If you don't use your primary weapon, because your special ability and your class special ability are pretty much all you need to do, and they all have massive AoEs. So you can see my kill count over right now is ridiculously low. Whatever, I don't care. I'll use this grenade. Haha! See? That was efficient killing right there. One grenade for one Zergling. Alright, so anyways, let's see what the special class ability is. Daggone it, Ghost! I freaking hate you. Urgh. I hope that roach eats your face. Alright, so anyways. Hey, Overlords! So anyways, yeah, this map is really cool. There's little things like this, like you're basically looking directly at Overlords as they come into the base. And you can see you've got the drop ships, which are just hovering overhead, and it gives a different perspective of Starcraft. It's definitely something refreshing. There's been other maps like this before, but this one feels a lot more complete? I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. It just feels good when you're playing this. It feels like you're actually playing a StarCraft game and not just some generic tower defense ripoff. thingy. But anyways, you're probably noticing that the frame rates are a little low on my computer right now. And yes, I realize I'm not really hitting anything. I'm not trying too terribly hard. If I wanted to, I could go down there and get ahead of that ghost and throw down my AoE before he does. But I'm more concerned about looking around the map and showing you guys what all is going on. So here's an up-close siege tank, and a lot of these models are actually the mercenary models. They look really cool. So there's the Merc Marines, that's the Merc tank back there, and we've got the Merc Marauders. So good stuff in that department. And hey, check this out. I bet you some of you StarCraft 2 fans did not even know that there is a man in the turret. But I'm going to show you right now. Check it out. Here he comes. There he goes. Yep, man in the turret. All right. So that was actually the same way in StarCraft 1. I don't think you could see it in the model in game, but I'm pretty sure you could see it in the wireframe down in the bottom of your screen. But for now, looks like the ghost is still calling in stuff, so let's take a look over here. You can just kind of get a general idea. Basically, the Zerg just comes in through this area right here. Here's your first line of defense, and then once that's fallen, it goes through here, and up through here, and up here. There's actually a lot of units up here. The Terran AI can actually hold out for a good 4 or 5 waves, so they're actually not too weak. I was kind of surprised. Alright, so anyways, up here, let's look at what's going on. We've got another nuke going down, and whoa, okay, I guess that nuke didn't get all the units, so I'll throw a grenade out and help out there. Alright, so meanwhile, I think this ghost is still hanging out down here. I don't know what he's doing. I'm a little confused, but let's go see what he is up to. Oh my god, a Nidus network. Oh my god, oh my god. Special ability. Yeah, I guess that was my special ability. Just a giant freaking hand grenade. Alright, so the medevac actually heals you when you're low on hit points, and you do gain levels as you get more kills. And it gives you more hit points, and you also get money from getting kills. I think it's a 1-to-1, but I'm not too sure. Let's see about helping that guy out there. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I've played it a good bit today, but I only played with a couple of friends, so I don't know the popular strategies that have developed for this map. I really think that if they got rid of the lag that is built into StarCraft 2 for all the people that have the crappy connections, I think if they got rid of that coding, then maps like this would be a lot more feasible and a lot more popular. But yeah, anyways, despite the fact that it is a third-person shooter and it does have that mouse lag, oh my god, that's a lot of units. Whew, okay, so that was definitely me hitting my wad a little bit early, but that's okay because they all died. Alright, so, Reaper, have not played the Reaper yet. The Ghost is really cool. He has the ability to snipe, he has the ability to call down a nuke, the Marine has the ability to drop a spider mine, and he also has kind of a AoE. It's an AoE that starts from his own position and then just expands outward, and also puts a shield on him. The Firebat, I don't remember what his special ability was, but one of his abilities is a shield. And the Firebat has a ton of hit points too. He's kind of like the tank. And let's see about hitting that, and hitting that. All right. Whoa, my God, that's a ton of Zerg. Oh man, I really should have turned my settings down before I made this video. Okay, so. I guess it's one of these nice things about these review videos. You get to learn from my mistakes. Alright, so when you play this, make sure you turn down the graphics some on your computer, because right now the heat coming out of my video card, it's pretty hot. Yeah, definitely feeling that heat. Alright, and I'm going to head over here as Wave 11 is approaching. I can count. Alright, so I've got 159 credits. Let's see about spending some of that here. We've got medics, perdition turrets. Probably not going to do us any good up here. Got a Thor at 200. Got a siege tank. Let's put a siege tank down here. Alright, so with the infantry, they will just land by the drop pods. But with things like Thors, calling in battle cruisers, they will actually fly from the back of the map here. And I guess they're kind of I guess the designer was trying to add a sense of realism. It's actually kind of cool, but you know, sometimes the delay can be costly. Probably should have thought of that before you got yourself in that situation to begin with. Oh, and check it out, my cool collector's edition horde symbol. Yeah, all right. I'm totally going to put that on my car. Alright, so Zerg is on the way. Wave, I don't know what, but that's okay because I can blow things up. Oh god! That's more lag. That is painful. That is actually hurting me. You know what? I think I am going to come down here and maybe see about getting some earlier kills in before the nuke goes off, as he is just hanging out down here, man. What is with this party? Oh my god! What is with this sausage party? Well, no, there's some chicks in here. Okay, it's not a total sausage party, but it's pretty darn close. The ratio is definitely not at acceptable levels. As you know, what the Zerg is just like. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull some of these guys back to this Marine bunch. Probably not the best idea. I'll probably end up dying as a result, but whatever. You can see right now at this point, it's not going to matter. I'm so friggin' laggy right now. Oh my god, that medic is healing me. Okay, well, it looks like I'm apparently the chick magnet over here, as all the medics have ran over to me. Oh, awesome. Okay, well, now we know how to pick up the ladies. Okay, good stuff. So let's get out of here. I think these are a little not my type. Yeah, they're definitely not my type. All right, so I'm back in the base, and 83 credits. I am level 6. I am one level above JJ says nay, but I am not too high level to run the hell away from that mob. Yep, nuke was called down, and there is more lag as I get 2 frames per second. You know what? I'm just going to come up here and look as little as possible in that direction. I'm just going to look in this direction, where all the Terrans are, all the friendly guys. The guy, when he's zipping around like that, he looks like he's not really in control of the jetpack. He's, I'm not too sure I'd want to be the Reaper. But the Marine is actually pretty cool. Make sure you check out the Marine. He's got a boatload of rounds, and here I am yakking while the Zerg's over here. I know, I'm such a great player. I'm sitting here yapping, and my teammates are like, oh god, I'm dying! Alright, so let's see about throwing the bomb. See about throwing the special bomb. But throwing the wimpy bomb. Alright. So that's the nice thing about this map. It doesn't matter about the lag, because all you have to do is get a big bunch of Zerg together and start lobbing stuff from your F, your E, and your C keys. And those keys are standardized for all the classes. So your grenade is always going to be F. The grenade, I'm pretty sure, is universal. Well, I don't know. Now that I think about it, it's probably not. But the hotkeys are always the same. Shift is always sprint, and then F, E, C are always your special abilities for your classes. Alright, so your health is in top left, you already know that. The enemy, it changes when you're close enough to get the target. Like when you shoot a target, it'll change, but god, it's freaking laggy. You see, this is one of the reasons why I need a new computer. I've actually got a really good video card. I've got a NVIDIA 470, but oh god, the rest of my computer, not so good. Not so good. Alright. And it's the fact that I'm also recording this at the same time, so that drops the frame rates a good bit. I want to get a solid state drive. I think that'll actually improve the performance a good bit too, writing all this data. Every about a minute and a half of data is 4 gig. Oh god, Mutalisks! Oh god, run, run. I am not built for handling those, as I am once again lagging. Alright, so I'm going to hang back up here. God, I'm like the worst player in the world in this. Remind me next time to do a video where my graphics are not so frickin' high. You know what? I'm actually going to change them because we're getting into really high waves. Let me go bump them down. So I'm going to stop the recording and we'll be back in a second. Oh god. Okay, well, I'm back, and I changed the graphics settings. It's a little bit better, but there are a ton more Zerg on the way. I'm going to see if these Mutalisks can hit them, I guess. I'm not too sure I'm shooting at them, but don't know what's going on. Okay, so it looks like the waves increase in difficulty, as you would imagine. You can tell by the fact that there's Mutalisks, and there's the giant bubbly things. I don't know what they are. I don't know if the Marauder hit is actually the same type of damage as the regular Marauder. Seems like some of these weapons are modified, but you know what? I'm just going to shoot up here. wonder if this E will shoot aerial. No, that doesn't. Will C shoot aerial? I can't tell. That 1 meter ran in front of me right as soon as I used it. But I'm just going to keep shooting and hope. Oh god, there's more of those. Okay, well, let's deal with the ground forces first, since we know we can handle them. Can't we? Yeah? Yeah, guys? Alright, yeah, let's do it. Alright, I'm shooting these guys. Shooting them. They're making it to the command center. Don't know if it will live. Yeah, it'll live. I knew it'll live. I just felt like making it overly dramatic. Alright, so this definitely calls for some reinforcements. I'm going to place this in the worst possible position, but we're going to call down a Thor. Why am I putting in here? Meh, because I can. And at this point, I've been goofing off so much this video anyways. It's probably not that big of a deal. We've already lost. I think I could probably beat this with a halfway decent group, and if I wasn't recording and showing stuff off and lagging and getting 4, 5, 6 frames per second. Oh my god, my Thor is here. Alright. So check it out. Collector's Edition Thor, up close and personal. Yeah! See that star in him? That means he is amazing. My computer is slowing down the game. Oh god, really? You think? Thank you. Thank you for that. Now what really sucks right now is I don't have the ability to click that off. Oh hey, it goes away automatically. Sweet. Never mind, that doesn't suck. As JJ says, Nay has left the game. Poor guy, he doesn't even know that he was recorded in this. He's probably just thinking that I'm a terrible person, because here I am at like... Well, wait, no. He had fewer kills than me. What the hell is up with that? Okay, come on. Really? I've been sitting here not alt-tabbed, but in the game menu, adjusting my graphics, running around, showing... Okay, I'm going to calm down. I need to be nice. These people are not nice, so I'm going to run to the back here with the Marauders and hang out with them as they are shooting their wrench cannons at the Zergling onslaught. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Boom! AoE splash! I'm going to hit my stim pack for no apparent reason whatsoever. Alright, so we got the little Ultralisk here now. I say little because later on there's giant Ultralisks that come and really, really hurt your face. Alright, so the command center does shoot. That's a plus. Yeah? Yeah? I don't know where my other teammate is. He's probably hanging out at the front still with his sausage party. Ugh, alright, well, I'm going to shoot this. Okay, so the AoE definitely does work on the Marauder. That's pretty cool. And, yeah, I'm sure that we've lost at this point. And I'm also sure that somebody is going to make a comment like, oh my god, Anaris, you suck. Yeah, well, you know what? I do not play to win. I play to look at eyeballs. Look at that eyeball. Check that out. It's pretty cool. Anyways, I'm looking at this up close because I wanted you guys to see just how cool the StarCraft 2 engine really is. And I actually turned my graphics down to medium, so this would look even better if I... Oh, it'll look even better if I didn't have a bunch of Mutalisk glaives being shot at me. Die! Wait, no, not me. I don't want to die. Oh, there goes my gun. Oh well. Alright, so the Zerg are pretty much taken over. The command center is burning. You get an idea of what the map is like. Definitely check it out. I guess the ghost still is alive. Thanks for helping out, buddy. Alright, well, anyways, he has left the game, and we are going to leave too. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Definitely give this map a shot. It's actually a lot of fun. Don't fret too much about the shooting delay. Just use your AoEs, make the Zerg explode. Remember, there's also Terran waves, there's Protoss waves. So this map has a high level of replayability. Check it out with your friends. And yeah, so anyways, I will see you guys later.